If you're like me, you're an overlander, and honestly finding camp spots can be tough sometimes. If you're somewhere nice with lots of public land and good views and good remote campsites, then that's awesome. But sometimes you're stuck close to home and you just want to go on a quick weekend trip and you're looking at options around, and it's kind of hard to figure out what's there sometimes. So you're like me, you do a lot of research and you see what's on the web. With this series, I hope to go out to local state parks, private owned parks, WMAs, just different campgrounds that I like to use as an overlander, as well as new ones that I'm exploring and figuring out what's there, and just kind of doing a review and showing you some good spots so that you can come out and camp and enjoy it as well. So stay tuned to this video and let me share you a little information about this place.
Work hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. Miles inside these shoes so I don't stomp, I tiptoe. Fell 1,000 times and still I roll no limp though. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I had. I go hard, do what I need to make it.
So Red Rock Canyon is one of my favorite places. If you notice in my pictures and video, if you followed me on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or any of this stuff, you know I go to Red Rock a lot. Well, it's close to home to me, and it's a good testing grounds when I'm testing new gear, new ideas, as well as there's a lot of good options here for camping. It's a unique spot in the state, and I enjoy coming out here. So in this video, I'm gonna do a review, a little drive through of the park and kind of show you what's here, as well as show you some of my favorite camp spots, both when I'm here by myself, as well as when I have a few rigs or a group and wanna hang out. That's one good thing about Red Rock, is there's a lot of good options here for us overlanders. You know, most of us just need a primitive spot where we can park our rig and set up. A lot of campgrounds, the primitive areas are actually just a parking area with a big fence off spot that you carry your tent and stuff in. Well, that don't work for us. We like to be tied to our rigs, and a lot of times we don't want to be in an RV spot where we got neighbors all around us. So Red Rock has a lot of good options for us overlanders, as well as some amenities and stuff. So if you want to bring the family and make them a little more comfortable, make them have a little more fun, you know, it's a good place for that. As you enter the park, one of the first campgrounds you will come to is the Canyon Campgrounds. This area is often used for rappelling, but it has some great tent and primitive camping options. First, you will find tent spot number 1, which is handicap accessible. Next up, on the right here, you will find spots 2 and 3, which offer some good shade and good hammock options. Spot 4 is back in the back and has room for some extra tents if you have a larger group. Spot 5 here is a spot big enough for a rig or two. Next up, we have spot 6, which has the fire ring and table here, and spot 7, which is the main canyon area. This is great for a larger group, as well as those that want to rappel. Continuing on from this area, you come across some RV spots. These are Canyon Campground spots 11 through 19. These offer a paved surface as well as some shade. Across from these you have camp spot number 8, which offers enough room for a rig or two, but I've usually only seen this used when the park's full. So this is camp spot number 9. It's right on the main road, is the only downside, but I actually like this spot because you have the rock wall background here, and a big grassy area. You can fit several rigs. The picnic table and fire grill, fire pit is up in the trees there, so it's shaded. If you have kids, you're right across from the swimming pool. So during seasons when that's open, that is certainly an option. But spot number 9, you'll see me camp here a lot in front of this rock wall. gives some good pictures, and there's nowhere for neighbors to be on either side of you or across from you, unless it gets really full and someone just parks in the grass here. There's not an actual spot there. But typically, if you camp here, you won't have neighbors. You just have the road, and then there's a trail right here, so occasional foot traffic. But number 9 is one of my favorite spots to camp down here. If you look up in the trees there's spots for some hammocks, grill, fire pit. Several rigs can park out there. You'd have room for quite a few. Get some sun for the solar, but have shade up in here. But that's spot number 9. As we continue on, I mentioned the pool here, which is open during the summer, as well as Camp Social that has some snacks, snow cones, and things like that. On the right side of the road, we have spots 9, 10, and 12. And across here is spot 11. I've camped here several times. It's good, flat, and especially during the winter when the pool's closed, this spot is usually pretty quiet. On the right side of the road here, you have spots 13, 14, 15, and 16. These are kind of close together, but if you have a few different rigs and you each want your own picnic table, this is a pretty good option. Now across from these, if you make a left turn up into the Walnut Grove area, followed by a right turn, you enter the Walnut Grove RV Campground. These spots here, RV sites 31 through 39 are on the right, offer a large concrete area, and some of them have some pretty good shade. Farther in the back here, you have sites A, B, and C. These offer full hookups. Back on the main road, you find a few more primitive campsites. Off on the right here is spot 17. Spot 18 sits a little bit farther off of the road here. There's a little volleyball area, followed by spots 19, 20, and 21. I have used these spots, especially if you grab all 3, to hold a group event a few times. Spot 21 there offers some pretty good shaded area, and you can actually fit a rig back in the trees there. Next up, we have tent spots 22, 23, and 24. At this point, we enter the California Road area, which has the glamping tent at the entrance, followed by campsites 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. Next up is spot 46. This is one of my favorites because I can camp with electricity, and there's an open area here for extra tents and things as well. It also limits the amount of neighbors you have because your first neighboring site is right here. Here's 47 and 48. Up next, we got tent sites 25 and 26. These are close to the bathroom. If you got kids like me, that's pretty handy. Continuing on, we have RV spots 51 through 62 on the right here. These offer a graveled area. Some have some pretty good shade. There's a playground nearby, there's a bathroom nearby. And a lot of times people will use these areas for a family reunion, and you can even reserve the whole inn down here if you'd like. Now back in the corner is another favorite spot of mine, spot 63. This is near the trailhead for some of the hiking trails, so sometimes you do have some traffic there, but it's a good spot back in the corner. Now heading back out, we have spots 64 through 68. spot 68 is also handicap accessible. Now continuing on our way out, you have a couple of pull-through RV spots here. These are spots 51, 52, 53, and 54. Now this covers most of the campsites through here. Obviously, with emphasis on primitive and overland style camping. But I figured I would include all the RV stuff as well, because maybe an RV user will stumble across this video and maybe it'll help you pick out your next campsite. Now Red Rock Canyon offers many options such as pavilions, even a group area if you want to host an event. Just reach out to them and they can more than likely accommodate you. Whether you're going out for a day or whether you're going out for a weekend or planning an event, Red Rock Canyon is certainly something to check out in Oklahoma. Thanks for taking the time to check out this video. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. And let me know where I should go next. I hope to continue exploring Oklahoma and kind of showing what's here for everybody. And as always, there's still another mile left to explore. I'll see you on the trail.